As somebody's ex, your ex is a toxic, narcissistic piece of shit. I'm looking at one of your exes, thinking about you, sending you some type of negative energy, ill will, or reviewing moments, toxic moments in your relationship. And when this happens, it causes negative energy to go from one tether that has it attached to them to you, and it feeds you negative energy. So I'm looking at, so definitely need to put our foot down. No texts, no calls, no emails, no nothing. When this person reaches out to you, it's something we need to cut off. That's over with. It's done for. All right, so protecting yourself from this energy is going to be extremely important, especially when it comes to protecting your psychological space. This influences your thoughts and causes negative thoughts to attract to your mind. There needs to be some type of psychic protection that's put into place. Looking at some type of overpowering or some type of partner that ruled over you or that rules over you. Right? So, and I'm looking at it's taken a relationship to a toll. This is in the past, taking us to a place where our home life was inverted, your relationships were inverted. Having a toxic partner like this affects you in many ways, so it's important to clear the space to either cut this person out of your life and also to cut the energetic cord that's attached to them. Whenever they think thoughts about you, it triggers thoughts inside your mind about them. And when you start realizing it, you think it's your thoughts, but it's not. That's not the way it works. So if you're standing there out of the blue and thoughts of an ex pop inside your mind out of nowhere, that's not you. That is them thinking about you. Understanding how the thoughts work inside your mind on a deeper level gives a clear picture as to how exactly the thoughts work. Right around the corner, I'm looking at an incoming offer. This is like the universe coming into you and you're like being like, hey, got a deal for you. If you do this, you get this. If you quit eating junk food in the middle of the night, you get this. If you quit letting people treat you like that, you get this. So whatever that is for you that you feel like your guides or your higher self is trying to move you away from, I'm looking at there being reward when it comes to making decisions to become better. I'm looking at spiritual growth, spiritual advancements. This is where making moves in your life that were previously cut off to you, making advancements along the path. Maybe you felt stuck in life, whether you're stuck like in the physical or spiritual. I'm looking at some advancements taking place in your life. I'm looking at two separate fast-paced energies moving forward into the future. I'm looking at the evolution of your trip here, the evolution of your feelings, evolutions of your thoughts. The moon speaks on an evolution taking place in your life right now. So I'm also looking at Cancer. I know we just went through a new moon in Cancer. So make sure you guys are taking the time to talk to the moon, to make sure and sit outside underneath the full moon, the new moon, and speak your intentions, your feelings, your thoughts to the moon, and take record. See how long it takes for you to achieve exactly what it is that you seek. I'm also looking at a deeper connection between you and animals. So whether this is you and the animals that you've got now or new animals coming into your life, it's not just a dog, but it's a dog, it's a cat, it's a raccoon, it's a possum, whatever type of animals that feel drawn to you. I'm looking at this time, animals are extremely drawn to your energy. You are God in the eyes of your babies, your fur babies. So it's important that we take the time to spend more time with them, to take them on longer walks, to feed them better food. Guys, your puppies, they like different foods. They don't like the same thing every day like that. So if you've been feeding your dog the same food and you haven't changed it, stop, don't quit. They like different stuff just like you like different stuff. So you wouldn't want to eat the same food every single day at every single meal, right? So we get to where we really pamper our fur babies, and this creates an expansion that takes place inside of you, and you begin to understand love and compassion on a new level. I'm looking at somebody driving down the road, having problems with a car. So make sure you guys are getting your car checked. Make sure it smells like an oil leak. So make sure you go check the fluid in your cars or your tires. Make sure you guys have a jack, a spare, things like that. So that way when things happen in your life, you're more prepared for it. I'm looking at some neighbor coming over and being like, blah, 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 blah. So whether that's a friend or a neighbor or a family member, blah, 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 blah. And whatever they say is like boring you to death. Everybody's dying. So you don't want to hear whatever they got to say. This is that family member that always repeats the same thing and tells you the same stories over and over again. Or it's a partner that keeps telling you promises of things that they'll do to change but never do. Whatever this is, I'm looking at some type of information falling on deaf ears. I'm looking at you standing on one leg. I'm looking at things are kind of rough for you right now. Maybe you're cutting it close with your financial responsibilities. Maybe you're barely holding it together inside your mind. When it comes to the mind, it's important that you all understand that true progress is made in the mouth of madness. If you're wanting to become a seer, a healer in any way, shape, or form, spiritual psychosis is a necessary part of the expansion of consciousness. The important thing is that we experience it, we understand it on a deeper level, and so that when we come out of it, we can help others come out of it and see it from a larger perspective. This is understanding what spiritual psychosis is on a deeper level. This also expands into people that have other psychological issues going on. It all goes back to what's taking place inside the mind, and understanding that leads to you being able to control it on a deeper level. I'm looking at you should be standing on business about something, but you're not. I'm looking at half-ass energy. Half-assing something, or barely trying, or trying to tell yourself that you're trying really hard but you're really not. So at this point, we want to take a really good, long, hard look at our actions and understand that if you're making excuses, if you're lying to yourself, there's some realizations that need to be explored when it comes to your direction in life. There needs to be a coming to Jesus moment with yourself. This is also understanding Christ consciousness on a deeper level, right? So understanding that Christ consciousness is for all. It is not just for men or women, it is for everyone, right? So the first step to understanding what Christ consciousness is to understand the masculine energy on a deeper level. What is masculine energy? Right? Christ consciousness is about embodying light and projecting that light out into the world. This is but one aspect of the divine. The other aspect is the feminine energy, the dark, or the darkness inside of you. Both are fundamentals of your human experience. You neglect one of those, and you will have problems in your life. If you show too much favor one way or the other, you will have problems in your life. So understanding that the path for everyone is different, but if you're wanting to make true progress going forward, we have a moment to where we sit down and we embody Christ consciousness with the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we think, the way we act, the way we interact with everyone around you. The story of Christ was to push you, to inspire you to become the Christ. You were supposed to be the one that also gets up on the cross and sacrifices your toxic behaviors, gets rid of the negative things about yourself that you don't like and can't deal with, can't share with other people. whatever that darkness is inside of you that you hide from the world, right? So we learn to cultivate a new sense of being where we work through all of our darkness, and you're able to expand and experience a different aspect of what masculine energy is. We were all supposed to become Christ, all supposed to become healers, healing the sick, inspiring everyone, learning how to become the voice for the voiceless. You should be speaking up for dogs, animals, protecting animals in all ways, shapes, or form. Anyone that is weaker or smaller than you, you are all meant to be protecting. It's not just men protecting women. This is also women protecting children, men, animals. So it's important. This society has put too much of a focus on the masculine energy being the dominant energy that does all. And that's your parents and their parents. That's the generation before us. We're not doing that anymore. We learn to embody both aspects of God, the masculine and the feminine energy, the mother and the father. That understanding, and when you unite the two, gives birth to the sacred child inside of you. All right, guys, I'm going to end the reading there, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you guys like the reading and you want to book a personal session, there's going to be a link down in the comment sections of whatever platform this is on. Guys, smash that share button for me. It helps me reach more people, man. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your immortality.